You thought you thought we ignored the glowing cave in the distance. Nope, we didn't. We just wanted to save it for something like this. Hey everyone, welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles. And before I go into the synopsis, let's start this episode with something special. There we are, a secret area. Anyway, in this last episode, we finally entered the Iconic 6 Ether Mine in hopes of finding Juju, Gado, and the rest of the Iconic 6 residents. All the while, Gado meeting up with the Iconic 6's leader, a Foreign who has not taken a shine to us holding the Monado. Anyway, in this episode, we're going further in hoping we can find everyone and save the day like always, just as the future predicts, or does not predict. It's a work in progress. Anyway, what you just saw right there is there is secret areas in this game. In which case, if you find them, they can either hold special secrets, exclusive collectibles, or they could just give you a lot of XP for finding them, and also getting the achievements if you are into that sort of thing. But anyway, we're going on right now, and I just want to get off the bat. A Foreign really likes to play with our emotions, and right now he just comes across as an angry old man who contradicts himself. He first off by saying, "I've studied these Mechon for a month, and I've made a plan," but initially said that his plan failed miserably, and then with Charlotte, he mentioned Gado is gone. Oh, and then upset Charlotte, but then said, "He's alive. I know he is." Then why bother saying he's gone? You just come across as an absolute cretin in that case. But anyway, now that we're here, as you might mention, the rate of normal creatures now is going to go down significantly as we begin to see the Mechon influence a lot of times, and this is where we began to fault during our first playthrough of the game, because we hadn't yet got a good grasp of the Monado and having to keep up. Using enchant and keeping an eye on our party. Sorry, I've just caught off guard how such a tiny Mechon concealed such a big chest. Now come on Mechon, unleash the silver chest, make the Trinity complete, make it complete. Come on. Oh, you suck. Anyway, yeah, as this shows, it's not just unique monsters that can drop gold chests. Any monster can, and you can technically influence what shows up. But we're not going to get into that until later on, in which it really comes into play, and you'll be happy to know that point is going to be coming up fairly soon. But as you can see here, this place is quite a maze if you couldn't tell by the mini-map. And unfortunately, it does suffer from the same issues that Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and to some extent Xenoblade Chronicles X takes in which layering of the map and its levels isn't really clear. It's been made a bit clearer, but still it's a bit difficult nonetheless. But anyway, getting into combat now, you might notice on the bottom palette that the Shulk has got a new art on his hands, and that is Shaker Edge. And this this attack is very special and very helpful, especially if you have the right party. Basically, what it means is that you know how the traditional thing with Rhine is. Actually, no. What we'll show it here. Okay, see here. If she'll use the Shaker Edge, he uses while down, he's toppled. But what Shaker Edge can do is it can put an enemy into the third stage, which is Daze. It's pretty much an extended version of Topple, in which case its stats are lowered even more. Because something that the game doesn't tell you, and I kind of wish it did, is that when you are toppled or when you are dazed, your stats go down a bit, and with each stage, it does hinder you a bit. Of course, topple is one stage, and daze is a level lower. And here we are at another unique monster. As you can see, they like to keep these in close proximity to each other. I mean, like in such narrow caves, there is a lot of monsters hiding around, and each of them can pose their own challenge. Like this one, for example. As you saw there, Alice did try and lure it away on its own. But unfortunately, there are some monsters who just are attracted to fights, feeling they're not initially targeted. But frankly though, if you're able to balance, if you're able to balance a nice good defense and keeping it down with topple and daze, like we just did, it definitely comes in handy. But one thing that this unique mod can do is just see there. You notice there's chains on top of us, Charlotte and Ryan, or at least there was. That is the monster inflicting bind on us. In which case we can't move at all. It definitely is trouble if like one of your party members goes down in topple or daze or whatnot. It makes you unable to reach them, and therefore your stats suffer as a result. But thankfully though, it's not much of a problem, and if it all ends right, easy peasy and very well done. And to be honest, that's probably one of the best times that we've ever faced that unique monster.
Yeah, because it was one of the roadblocks for us.
Yeah, definitely, especially early on, because as you can see here, we are attracted by shiny rocks. And I will say this, I guess it is sort of akin to our playstyle. We do like to go offensive, so I personally prefer having Shulk be in front and Ryan being the backup.
And not only that, but the Shulk AI is not really the best.
No, and hopefully we'll get a chance to show it in a lighter sense. In which case, when we're messing around and nothing story important is happening. But don't worry, we will show that. But in any way, let's go forward and see what's happened to the rest of Guy 6. Unfortunately though, it seems like Zord again does not have the accuracy of being a good host and keeping front doors open.
And just to watch, we'll go there and he'll be like, "You're late to the dinner party."
He's just sleeping. It's like, you didn't show up. But you invited us. I know. I'm kind of bad at this. I'm not really popular in Mechonis. I like to throw parties but can't capitalize on them. I'm not very popular with the other faces. But anyway, that aside, though, it seems like we have to find an alternative route, or just having a better way in opening that door. thankfully though, it's not too far. It's not too far away. And it has been a while since we've been in this mine, but while that's going on though, we can just quietly embrace the blinding lights of these from these ether crystals. For me, seriously, with this dark and dank cave with those bright lights, oh boy. But anyway, that's all done. Here we are in the observation point, in what I would like to believe is Central Pit. And now that we're here, we can just simply jump down over there, right? Right? No, I don't think that'll work. But what we need is right here, and if we just flick the switch like so.
Just so.
And let's see right there, we've done the faces job and opening up the door for ourselves. If he's going to keep it closed, well, we might as well open it up.
We're here. The central pit.
Where are they all? I don't see anyone.
We'll take that lift.
I'm ready to mash some Mechon.
Yeah. Juju, Atharon, just hold on.
I like how it comes up with the tile screen for the central pit, but not the ether mine.
I guess maybe it's because it wanted to wait until it show the whole place. I don't know. It's pretty weird like that. It could have just come up with the ether mine, but again, no. It does seem like a bit of a buffer zone, the initial part. But here we are though, in the central pit, and this is where things start to get interesting, to say the least. As you can see, it's a very long way down, and as you can probably tell from the initial standpoints, we have a lot of Mechon to fight through. So, for your viewing pleasure, we might speed some stuff because none of these Mechon so far are noteworthy. It's bog sand enemies as we'll zip through this fight, and we'll see on the other side. And here we are, continuing to go forward, and just do not be shocked if you see Mechon pop up from nowhere. This game likes to present unpleasant surprises when you think everything is safe, and they like to put Mechon at very jerkish places, especially if you're like Ryan, who can just simply, you know, shoot off cliffs. But thankfully, as our shows there, if you bring them back, if you bring Prime back, you can lure them back. as which just shows that you're not completely screwed as you are. And I just like to say, before we go forward, I like behind you, and Mechon are staring at that crystal pile as if they're wondering what the hell it is. Do I touch it? Beep boop. I don't know, buddy. But anyway, going forward now, this is where the game tries to throw many different things at you, and I have a few things to say about this area, but I'll save that for when we go on. And one of the things right now is that we sort of have a pseudo platforming section. I mean, for example, physics do exist, and those blades will shove you around. Whether they push you off the map or not, I'm not sure. I've never had the chance to see it myself. But seeing how the anthills in Splinter Path can knock you off just by walking into them, I don't trust this at all. But if you get to a lower path, you're all good. And I'm gonna say right now, you may have to resort to seeing the overall map at times in order to see where you're going. Because I'll say right now, the level design here, it can get a bit confusing and very disorientating. And this is only for the beginning of the central pit. We'll get to the meaty potatoes of this as we go on, but it starts off nice and easy. In which case, just take a Mechon and dodging giant blades. But it's just paths like this in which you think you're going the right way, but yet it still leads to fever crystals. So it's not a complete waste. It's resources, factual leisure, and also collectibles as well. Love creating this me paper happy people in which we have not met yet. And this particular instance is what I was mentioning. You think you're going the proper way, but you might not, and there's going to be Mechon in your way. And do not go on the assumption that, oh well, if there's enemies there, then it must be the way through, because that's game design. This particular area does not follow that philosophy. While Shulk just skates around for the fight arena and messes up Mechon. The only marker that you're going in the right direction is looking at the elevators that's right behind the Mechon in front of the screen. A screen there. It's not much of a marker, but at least it's something. And as you're seeing there, the experience points compared to beating an enemy and getting an achievement, they are quite the difference. So that's why it does pay to definitely search them out. And for even fighting enemies, you can always find shoes and other armor, and odds are they're probably better than the ones you find at the shops.
Even the Mechon drop clothes.
Exactly, which is funny and yet kind of gruesome when you think about it, because honestly, I don't think Mechon come out at the workshop with clothes on. And in all honesty, it does not bode well for what we're going to find. But if Gado is as good as what Charlotte and Vaughn say, then I think the colony resin's going to be just fine. Although I have to admit, I do find the notion of a little Mechon like the ones who are left scuttling around in a bunch of shoes. It's almost like kitten shoes, kitten mittens. Just like it's in a Mechon just walking around in a bunch of slippers. Maybe having a little hat.
A little cloth hat.
But no, apparently no, it just holds swords. I guess maybe he had weapons attached to his arms. I don't know. Makes it more viable in battle. I'll be a bit awkward, but hey ho. But anyway, as we're going down here, I will be honest, it is kind of saying a bunch of rinse and repeat. You go down level by level, attacking enemies. Yeah, sure, nothing groundbreaking in this area, but not to spoil, not to spoil anything. But as we continue on, you will definitely understand why. But I will say this: despite it may seem time consuming and a bit tedious, I will say this: you want to fight these things. You want to get prepared as possible, because well, let's just say we do have a guest waiting for us. And I know I'm trying to be vague, but we all know who it is. But you know, it is always good to prep and save yourself the headache. Trust me, we can say for a fact. Now continuing forward, his Mechon are not going to leave us alone, so same method.
My rifle's getting hotter.
Just to let you know, I don't give a damn if Ryan knows. I just want to make sure you know. The Mechon sound is always lovely.
No? Anyone?
Oh, lip syncing. If anything was a thing in these low res games, but not to ever not to have a go. And again, even though it is annoying, it definitely is worth fighting things. We might go through a goal there right now. So what we might do until we get to a place of significance, we might speed this thing up just for your convenience. As more Mechon come to join the fray. And that all deal's done with. Let's head forward. Is that where it's gonna be going? I do not know. You'll have to forgive us. It has been a while since we played this game, and even longer since we've been in this area of the game. For reasons again, which you'll see later on. And again, like I mentioned before, do not be afraid to use your overall map if you are unsure where to go. Its level design is a bit samey, and some of the paths can definitely look the same based on the aesthetic and on how things are focused around a cylinder. It is easy to lose your way here.
Charlotte, did you see me? Did you see what I did?
Oh, I wasn't really looking.
Oh, come on. That's not fair.
Ryan, I laugh at your misfortunes and your pain. Therefore, I laugh a lot. Shulk is really insensitive, isn't he? Ryan, look, Charlotte ignored you. Isn't that funny? I saved your life, SUO as you can't hit me. It makes you wonder how much Shulk is using that as leverage. Ryan, who saved who by chance? But anyway, as you can see there, that wasn't the way to go. But yet still, it does have enemies to farm, and it does have fever crystals to use as resources. So at least they reward you for going off the beaten path. But contrary to what I just said, if you're like us and you are pretty good levels ahead, it does make the monster fighting a little bit redundant, because as you might have noticed, as we go on, the higher your level is compared to the enemy's level, it can it will take away from the overall enemy experience you get. So looking down there, that's just clearly an external path, so we can ignore that, unless again you want the red fever crystals and possibly farming a lot of enemies. So again, I do like how it does reward you for going off the beaten path with enemies to fight, collectibles and cylinders if you need it. And you got greedy there for a second. you tried to push Sharla off, and then you paid for it. Sharla, push. This is my adventure now, haha. But anyway, and this is an issue which I have with this area. In which case, with elevators like this, it is waiting. It's waiting. If you miss it because you timed it wrong, or if you're just a little bit late, then it takes a while. Yeah, granted, it's not like five minutes away, but the thing is though, it's so slow. It does start to irk you in a bit. But either way though, and some like here, and we're trying that wrong, and now you have to wait for it to come back up. I wish they gave you the option to speed things up, but I don't know. I mean, 'cause if you sped it up, then it would make it harder to catch it in time, but I don't know.
No, it looks like that path over there just leads to more crystals.
Yeah, so maybe, hang on, is there anything to... Yeah, there's probably something above it, I believe. Or does that elevator go all the way down? It goes all the way down. Okay, so we have to go on the elevator beforehand, I believe. Yes, we do. And again, even though we've played this game numerous times, the fact that this area can look a little samey is definitely a detriment to it. So there we are. And that goes some more crystals. Oh no, wait! Oh wait! That's your elevator. Hooray! Even again, I'm getting turned around. And now that's all sorted. We can continue on. A slight subtle thing that I'd like to point out is how I mentioned that as you continue on and leveling up, but as you get less experience from monsters after you kill them, it is definitely a nice little inkling and a little nice message to say, look, you are dealing with this with ease. So as we're pushing you to move on because you're not getting rewarded as much. It's subtle things like that in which make you keep progressing through the game, and it also gives you a definite message of like, okay, look, this is the point at which you can stop grinding now. You can go. You're done. Because I have lost count the amount of RPGs that I've played in which I keep grinding because I don't know when is enough. When are my levels high enough? So again, I can definitely appreciate this game for giving us a slight hint like that. Yeah, sure, it does give you the incentive to grind a few enemies, but at least it lets you know when enough is enough. It's efficient, as I've said many times. But again, no. As we go further on, I think that that's a good place to end off. We're about halfway there, ish. Ryan, you better get ready. So that, guys, Well, I see you next time, in which we dive further into the central pit, and hopefully find everyone safe and sound, and beat the bronze-faced Mechon, and hope we figure out where a foreigner's gone, because that's still a worry. Old man getting lost in pits.
Hopefully not Ryan's pits.
Oh. Let's stop.